Use the shearing machine to press down the sheet metal and mark the specific dimensions that need to be cut. Hold the blade head and gently push forward to cut a strip. If one is not enough, cut another. See? It's very smooth, satisfying, and the cut is very straight. Fold both ends to take a look. There is basically no error. Then use the stamping tool to divide it into small sections, and according to the markings, stamp them into squares. Place it at a 45-degree angle with the toes and cut off a small corner. This step is crucial for cross insulation. Use a marker pen instead of a scribing page to draw the approximate area, then use a caliper to mark the precise position. After drawing deeply for a while, tidy up some of the blocks and overlap them. Fix the two large bases in place, then use a drill press to drill through all the marked points. These two holes are used for the liquid to communicate between the layers of iron sheets and produce gas watches. They use iron sheet gallbladder with Huihong glue, which is an adhesive that also serves as an insulator for each layer, preventing adjacent iron sheets from conducting electricity. It's an angle, place the cross-line position, and alternate the iron sheets left and right according to the notch. The hole is mainly divided into two parts. The positive electrode produces oxygen, and the negative electrode produces hydrogen. With these limiters, it ensures that each added thickness is completely consistent. Once it's almost dry, it should be set. Now remove all these small things. Oh dear, some areas haven't completely dried yet. This won't do. Apply more glue. Fill the gaps at the edges as well. Go a bit slower. Don't let it pop up. Remove the nozzle, and it will squeeze out a bit faster. Let it ooze out a bit more. It will be easier to use. Gently angle the wooden strip, and you can fill all the gaps. Look, this effect is very smooth. And the same operation applies to the other sides. Fill the fiberglass with water. Then place the electrolytic cell inside. This can shorten the curing time of the acidic silicone sealant. When moving forward, the CNC machine processes the acrylic as the guiding frame for the electrolytic cell. Look, a lot of bombs have been removed. The middle hole needs to be tapped for installing the inlet and outlet fittings. Then peel off the protective film. Wow, this step is the most stress-relieving. Like the feeling of getting a new phone. There are still quite a few burrs around the holes and edges, which need to be cleaned off with a file. It's almost done here too. Press it to drain the moisture, and apply silicone copper adhesive. This time, try to apply the adhesive as close to the edge as possible. And similarly, place the limiters to ensure uniform thickness on all four sides. Add a layer in the middle, and apply adhesive to the isolation board with small holes below. It acts as a one-way valve with water between it and the main panel to prevent backfire. After drying, remove the wire position, leaving a barbed fitting at the front as an air outlet, and the hole at the back serves as a water inlet, secured with a screw and rubber ring to ensure it is sealed and won't leak. Now use needle nose pliers to bend the right angle, bringing the metal sheets together in a cross connection. A corner is cut at the start of the middle metal sheet to perfectly avoid another one. It is necessary to operate simultaneously, connecting all the electrodes of the bicycle into a single unit. Open the circuit body, and then apply flux to them to facilitate soldering. Remember to carefully check the stable electrical connections that have been formed. Connect the simple wire to the copper wire, twist both sides together into a rope shape, and then connect the wire ends to the two poles. It's best to tie them with a zip tie to prevent the wires from being pulled off during movement. Use a cutting style and insert the screw into the outer edge hole for support. Increase the overall strength by adding two more supports at the front and back below. Tighten the fixing screws and prepare distilled water. Use a large syringe to first draw out the air pipe and inject it into the front air isolation chamber. All generated gases can only enter through a few small holes below the isolation plate. Even if there's a backfire, the water that flows in won't enter the reaction. Add sodium hydroxide granules to the secondary chamber, then add distilled water. Stir it to increase the conductivity of the electrolyte. Use a syringe to inject the electrolyte into the tray from the rear water inlet. Tighten the sound quality, seal the screws, and connect to the car battery. See, the reaction starts producing gas immediately. Wrap a plastic bag around the threaded position of the external extension tube. Now twist a barbed fitting on one end, then prepare a bolt and a hammer. First twist the copper wire into a bundle. Then use the hammer to slightly tighten and secure it. Insert a bolt into the copper tube and press the copper tightly to seal it, allowing only gas to pass through. If the backfire occurs, it will absorb heat internally and extinguish the flame. On the streets of Egypt, a dry candle tube can handle it. Cut the syringe into two sections. As long as it is on the right track, remove the piston from this end, discard the nozzle. It will continue to shrink the tube, then use a torch to heat it. Only then can it fit tightly with the syringe, and then wrap another section outside and heat it to prevent it from falling off. Insert the needle to make a nozzle. Connect one end of the soft tube to the gas outlet and the other end to the main fire tube nozzle. Finally, connect both parts to the car battery, start generating gas, and give it a try. Wow, it really did backfire. But fortunately, greason is present. Safety is ensured, so it's not a big problem. Let's try again. Yes. Now it's working. Let's try using it to cut an aluminum can. It has already successfully burned through. See, now slowly rotate it. It's easily split into two halves. Or maybe not so easily. The copper wire here is smoking, and the insulation has slightly melted. For now, let's not worry about it. Igniting, let's use it to burn some sheet metal and see. It's possible. This small flame isn't big, but its temperature is quite high. See, even the sheet metal is melting. The electrolysis of water produces hydrogen as fuel and oxygen, which further aids combustion, increasing the particles. Look, even a glass rod can successfully melt if burned for a long time. This homemade basic version of a hydrogen-oxygen welder is already more than sufficient for individual hobbyists. For professionals, there are ready-made ones available, which can be disassembled to see what's inside. Inside the electric iron tank, there are a lot of electrode plates for reactions, so many that you can't count them at a glance, and even after several looks, it's still difficult. With such a long flame, the power is definitely strong. Wow, did you see that? The can is simply no match, like cardboard. The same goes for the Fox. It easily breaks into two pieces. Can this little rebar be handled? Yes. It's already starting to melt. It's completely burned through. Easily taken down.